Gentlemen, do you know what day it is? Day 90, day 90, day 90. I should probably turn on self-driving if I'm gonna cheer like this. Day freaking 90, I have done it.
In 500 feet, turn left to take the Tennessee 396 East Ramp.
I have done it. I have made it to 90 days.
Now turn left to take the Tennessee 396 East Ramp.
On my semen retention streak. With 0 relapses. That is 3 months on the dot, 90 days total, 0 relapses. To celebrate, I've got a little drive here of about 40 minutes that I'm going to share my thoughts and takeaways on everything I've experienced thus far on this journey. And I'm going to see if I can do this off the top of my head to go from, the physical aspects of it all, the mental aspects of it all, the emotional, the spiritual, and then the fifth category.
Take the Interstate 65 north exit on the left toward Nashville.
And then the fifth category I'm going to call like miscellaneous, external things.
Now take the Interstate 65 north exit on the left.
External things, people outside of me, stuff like that. And by the way, guys, if you enjoy this, if you like my journey, follow along, subscribe to the channel. I am making daily vlog style videos showcasing my growth on this journey of semen retention. Sure. I can multitask, I swear. This whole self-driving mode has not weakened me to the point that I can't drive and speak at the same time. This whole channel is dedicated to becoming a better man, building a life you respect. I'm just using myself as an example, so if you're down with that, if this is fun for you, if you get things from this, follow along, subscribe. I promise you there will be something in this for you. Now, that being said, in this specific video, guys, I absolutely can promise that if you give this 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time, go do something while you're doing this, wash dishes, do an activity, do some push-ups, work out, I don't know, do something besides just sit here and listen to me. I would hope that's what you're doing, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of this, I promise you. Especially if you're struggling with semen retention to get on streaks and stuff like that. So, today's 90 days. The first thing, physical. I'll talk about the physical category. Physical benefits, of course. The white eyes, my eyes are very, very clear. What's interesting, dude, is I feel like my beard has really been growing in thicker, and I'm kind of starting to just let it go and see what it turns into. More stamina, working out, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. More mental clarity. I know for a fact, I haven't had it measured, but I know for a fact that my testosterone is through the roof. I have this desire to build, this desire to grow, specifically physically with my body. This desire to go work out and do all of that stuff. My main focus, though, has actually not been working out, guys. That is not the phase that I'm in right now. I'm actually channeling this energy physically into detoxing my body. Physically into removing. Addition by subtraction. Think about it like that. I've recognized that there's a lot in my body that needs to leave before I can start to improve and add more. So that's what's up with physical. I've done, a 10-day water fast. If you want to go back into my channel at the earlier start of the channel and watch those videos. I've done, a few smaller dry fasts. I've done a 120-hour day water or dry fast, hard dry fast, no food or water. You can go to my previous videos, look at that. And today is like day 10, I believe, of 9 or 10 of my parasite cleanse that I'm doing. I had to burp. Okay, I feel better. I think like day 9 of my parasite cleanse. And I'll tell you something that, side note, this doesn't really have to do with the semen retention, guys, but I was dealing and have been dealing with eye floaters for a really long time, and I'm noticing that they're all pretty much gone, like 99% gone today. I swear to you they were here a week ago. So just let it be known, I am still monitoring this situation, but I have been staring up in the sky all day, walking around trying to look for them, and I can't find them. And I've been dealing with these mother effers for a long freaking time with all these health issues and everything that I've been dealing with. So I do have to wonder if they were connected to some sort of parasite, and that my parasite protocol is taking care of those. Interesting. I'll keep you posted. As you can see, what I like to do is I like to channel my semen retention energy into pushing my body further into greater health, giving my body opportunities to heal and grow faster, whether that is fasting or whether that is, specific protocols that attack things like paradise, or what am I saying? I'm really tired today, guys. Parasites, parasites. I am actually really tired today. I think I probably slept like 3 hours last night. Genuinely, I'm thinking I took the protocol supplement med that attacks parasites. I think I took it way too late at night. And I think I was having a reaction or something because I could not fall asleep. I kid you not, it was like 6:30 in the morning and I had to be up by 9 or 9:30 to go look at apartments. Anyways, it's been a day. But this is the thing about semen retention. This brings up another point, guys. My baseline energy is effing incredible. The fact that I am able to make it through a day like today and still get things accomplished and still show up for work and do my tasks, go figure out which apartment I'm getting for next year, lock everything in, drive 45 minutes here, driving 45 minutes back while I deliver content to you so I can get home, upload this, upload more content for like my company and everything, like get work done tonight. Like I'm still crushing it. And I kid you not, I'm on about 3.5 hours of sleep. Semen retention, I'm telling you, it gives you that energy, guys. When you quit leaking this stuff out and you absorb it and you let it flow through your body and you aim it at things, you can use it, you can harness it. That's besides the point. So there you have it. That's probably most of the physical. I was going to say more like the female attraction stuff for the end. That's more of like the miscellaneous things around you. But you do, guys, you do get a glow. You do get an aura. I can feel it. I feel physically strong. I feel physically confident. And we'll get into that in the next one. So anyways, that's the physical stuff that I have been noticing. Are there any negatives? Not in the physical. I don't think there's any cons in the realm of the physical that I've been seeing. Blow up, yeah. Okay. Number 2, we're gonna get into mental. Okay. Okay, the second category of mental, I will say this. Yes, I'm tired right now. Yes, I only slept like 3 hours last night. 3.5 hours, something crazy. Mentally, I'm with it. I'm still here. I'm still able to push through and keep working and like keep accomplishing. Like, guys, I'm quick, especially when I am sleeping. When I do have some sleep under me, I am quick. I'm on my A game. There is no brain fog that I'm having to deal with, unless it's from a protocol that I'm killing off parasites intentionally and like working through that stuff. But mentally, I feel very stable, very with it. I have noticed a shift in a mental understanding of just how life operates. My mentality of life is shifting. My view on life and this matrix and how it operates, and my path, my purpose, all of this stuff. And I'm not sure how much of this I should put under emotions, but I'll just say mentally I feel like I'm being leveled up, but it also comes with this burden of seeing things for what they are. Seeing an old you die while the new you is being born in real time. Having to not see a lot of the people that you love and care about level up mentally in the same way that you're leveling up. And in a sense, to become an outcast in that is something that can be difficult. This is more of an emotion, but like mentally, my mental state is more optimistic. My baseline state is more optimistic, optimized, more focused on my future, less distracted, less even thinking about lust and desire throughout the day almost at all. Like I'm locked in. Make sure to stick around for the last category, because I'll drop some stories in there, because I got a really good story from today too that I'll drop in. Mentally, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling locked in. I'm trying to think if I have anything else for you guys. Again, guys, today's been a good day. Keep in mind, running on zero sleep, can be a little exhausting. Emotions can be up and down. I'm not saying every day is a high like this, but today, like my overall summary, this is it. And I want to remind you, if you want to see the real journey, the ups and downs of this, go back to all my videos on my channel and watch through. You'll see that I am very transparent with you about the highs and the lows of this journey. My mental state has been high, it has been low, but overall, I know I'm at a new level, a new frequency mentally of how I'm viewing the world, and I just feel like I have an advantage mentally. Almost like I'm gonna be able to develop like the Jedi mind trick. You know what I mean? These are not the Jedis you are looking for. Like that type of thing. I feel like I'm becoming mentally stronger. Okay. Third category, moving on to emotions. This is probably the biggest category, the category I could spend the most time talking about with you guys. It has been an absolute fucking roller coaster, emotionally speaking. Ups and downs. Don't you join into this Retain Gang community or whatever you want to call it. Don't you do this journey SR journey without knowing what you're getting yourself into, because I really was not expecting this to be a significant part of this at all. And here we are. Emotionally, like I said, it feels like it's been a death to an old self. There's been a lot of flatlines through this process, probably 2 or 3. And I feel like in this process my matrix has started to kind of fall apart a little bit. You start seeing through the code a little bit. The veil gets a little thinner. There's been a lot of sadness. There's been a lot of anger. A lot of regret. A lot of low frequency guys surfacing, coming up, that I've just been trying to sit with and be present with. Because remember, the whole point of semen retention, guys, is we're removing these vices, removing these ways of numbing ourselves. Typically, if I couldn't handle something, like when my mom passed away in July, when it was getting to the end and it was really bad, like, that was how I numbed myself, releasing my sexual energy. And guess what? It works. You numb yourself. You don't have to think. You don't have to feel. You don't have to process anything. But with semen retention, you take distractions away. You take the screens away. You take the women away, the dates away, the dating websites away, the edging away, the distractions away, like literally all of it away, guys. You lose all these vices and you are left with nothing else but to sit with yourself. And just feel everything that you've pushed down. And again, as men, I feel like culturally we've been programmed and taught to push things down, to numb ourselves, numb our emotions, to not feel everything and release everything. And that is what this journey has really been. It's just an emotional healing and releasing.
In 1 mile, take exit 74B on the right onto Old Hickory Boulevard.
So it's been exhausting, emotionally exhausting. Yeah. Let me know, guys, if you're on this journey. Yeah, let me know which day you're on, but also let me know what the emotional journey has been like for you, how you're dealing with it. Because this is what gets most men, guys. Most men fold because of the emotions. Most men fold under the pressure of the emotions because they haven't built up a tolerance for that amount of pressure. You literally have to build up this internal
now take exit 74B on the right.
tolerance to be able to handle an emotional pressure. The good news is, guys, is if you can tolerate high pressure situations more than other men and just sit in them longer than other men, you win in everything in life. You'll win all the time, always, everywhere. If you can outlast everybody else in high pressure situations, no matter what it is, you win. The unfortunate thing is that the training for that is the equivalent to holding your breath underwater. The only way you get better at it is by doing it. And it's intense, and it's high pressure, and it's exhausting. You have to slowly go longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. It's coming from a guy who never really truly learned how to dive. I really need to make a point to do that. Intense emotions, you gotta let them out, guys. Yes, I have absolutely spent nights in the fetal position, letting it all out. Feeling so lost, dark nights of the soul, like, it gets dark, guys. Keep in mind, I'm also processing my mom transitioning from this life to the next. 6 months ago. The 8th was her birthday. So emotions are a part of this. When they come up, view it as a gift. Lean into it, breathe into it. Don't just run away and try to hide. Find a time to actually lean into it, guys, and like express it and let it out. Emotions are energy in motion. They need to move. Let them move. If you just try to keep them down inside of you, they block you up, they lead to disease. You don't want that. Let it flow. It's ugly, it's not fun, but you gotta do it. I've also experienced so much joy. On the flip side, there's been moments where I have found myself sitting in the present moment, feeling joy for the first time in a really, really long time. Like just being in the grocery store. Almost like skipping and whistling, like I'm on top of the world as I'm buying broccoli sprouts. And oranges. And dried mango strips. I'm experiencing more joy, finding my ability to be more present, and maybe that goes with the more of the mental category, this ability to slowly start to be more present. And also finding the ability to be a little more empathetic. Emotionally, I'm less tolerable of bullshit. I will draw lines in the sand and I will uphold them, and maybe that goes in the last category as well. These all kind of bleed over, but I would say emotionally I'm more stable, because physically I would say my hormones are more stable. Testosterone is more stable, dopamine is more stable. Remember, we're basically doing a dopamine detox. We're re-regulating our nervous systems. We are reprogramming our minds, our neural network on this protocol, on semen retention, and that leads to happier hormones, better levels of dopamine, and healthier things. Like we're actually like wanting to go do work to get dopamine hits, right? Go accomplish things, do manly things. So there is that. Anything else with emotions? Those are the pros. Those are the cons. Did I miss anything? Have you guys noticed anything with your emotions? Negatives, positives, ups, downs? Let me know in the comments. So that was physical, that was mental, that was emotional. This is a big one, guys. If you're dozing out here, wake up, pay attention, because this one is spiritual, and this is really big. I just feel like I'm reconnecting with God, with my creator, with the universe, with prime source, with whatever you want to call it. You do you. I just feel like I'm connecting on a deeper level. More and more and more and more. that my eyes are being opened to life more and more. Like spiritual abilities are starting to be like turned back on within me. I could get into the astral travel that I feel like is slowly being awakened in me, like slipping out of my body during naps, during sleep paralysis. The amount of times that has happened, it's slowed down now in the past few weeks, but there were a few weeks there in the like 60s and 70s where I probably slipped out like 8 times or more, like within the course of a couple weeks. It was crazy. Just could not stay in my body when I would take a nap. So my goal is to keep mastering that and figuring that out, which I will do. Yeah, I just feel like these spiritual abilities are starting to be reawakened into me. Again, as I have a cleaner vessel, which I could have talked about in the physical a little bit more, but the cleaner the vessel becomes, the easier it is to be connected in spirit. Hence me doing all these protocols, these parasite protocols, these detoxes, these fasts, all of this stuff. I do have a feeling that I'm one of those I don't know if it's clairvoyant. I think that's one where you like see. I think it's more the feeling one. You have to let me know if you know what that is. But the one where you can kind of feel other people. I've always had these empathetic abilities. I feel like I'm becoming more like a kid again in that sense. Almost like I'm getting these abilities back, these senses back, these hits maybe. Which is super cool. It's a little overwhelming at times, I'm not gonna lie. Feeling the emotions of other people and sometimes thinking they're my own, and then having to learn how to go cleanse my energy field, get into meditation, get into prayer, get into prayer with God, get into prayer with Jesus, get into prayer with do my spiritual practice and cleanse my field and like push that stuff away and cut off ties, call my power back. Like that's kind of having to become a consistent thing for me. When I forget to do it, it's almost like I can tell. But I swear to you guys, being on semen retention, it is like God is going before me and standing behind me and being all around me. Like I feel like I have this energy field that goes out before me and works on my behalf and arranges everything for me. And I just get to stand back and say thank you. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in my life. And I view everything as spiritual, as an energy game. Life is just an energy game. He who has the most energy wins. This is my theory. This is where I've landed. And when you're on a streak of 90 days of semen retention, man, feels good. Feel on top of the world. So apart from the slipping out of my body a little bit, haven't quite mastered it, but stuff was getting real there. Like it's pretty cool. My dreams are very vivid, very real. So real to the point where I'm convinced that right now I'm in a dream that feels so real. I think this is the dream state. And then when we go to sleep, we wake up into the actual real realm, which we then forget when we come back and call that one the dream state. So I do want to be more intentional of keeping more records of what I dream at night and trying to pull information out of that, which I did for a couple days, and they got overwhelmed by this parasite cleanse and kind of slipped off of that. So I think I'm gonna need to make an intention to get back on that. I've become aware that there are dark and there are light forces. It's just part of the game, this game of life. And guys, you get what you're being, not what you want, right? You don't get what you want, you get who you are, who you're being. Whatever you tune into, you're gonna get more of. Whatever you react to, you're gonna get more of. Listen to that again. Pause, rewind that part that I just said. That will change your entire life. You don't get what you want, you get what you tolerate. You get who you are being. You get more of what you are. If you want to tune into negativity, it's up to you. Like, there's times when I get into rage and anger. Like, if I sit in that too long, you're at a frequency of rage and anger, and you're telling God, hey,
in 1,000 feet,
I would
turn left
love
onto Highway 100.
more opportunities to feel rage and anger. Send me more of that. And oh, here you go. Here's more rage and anger. Goes with anything. Goes with lack, or it could go with abundance. Your frequency, guys, is everything. So you will get who you are being. And this is why it's so important to regulate your nervous system, so that you can control who you are being, so that when situations arise in your life that externally are trying to shift you into a lower frequency, that you can, regulate your nervous system to choose the emotion, the higher frequency that you want to hold. 90% of life, well, let's say 10% of life is what happens to you. 90% of it is how you react. 90% of your life will be built on how you react to it. What frequency you decide to hold. And I'm convinced this is a very spiritual thing. This is a principle of creation that most people have forgotten. Which is a bummer. Because once you figure that one out, life 3 hours of sleep, guys. Come on, give me a break. I can bark like a dog every now and then if I want to. It's my YouTube channel. I'm telling you, after 90 days, guys, I'm just starting to see life in a more spiritual lens. If you know, you know. And it's changing my desires. It's changing who I want to be. I'll give you an example. This isn't really spiritual, but I just went and locked in a new apartment. I really was going to save this for the 5th category, but I'll come back to it, the other part of it. But locked in a new apartment in an area that is actually almost an hour the complete opposite direction that I was intending to move, when I had a different purpose for why I was wanting to move and just kind of party and date around and sleep around and find all these beautiful women, and like realizing, no, that's not the season of life that I want to lean into right now. I would rather lean into seeing what happens the longer that I hold this energy and aim it all at me. So went the opposite direction. And again, it's like semen retention. It is spiritually awakening you to, desires you thought you had get swapped into like a purpose that you might not have known you had, or a purpose starts to surface in your life, and you're like, what is this? I have this desire to do this thing. I didn't know. Oh, I feel connected to God when I do this thing. Oh wow, I didn't know that. You don't really have to do anything. It just kind of awakens it in you. Very cool. It's less of like doing and more of just being willing to sit with it and allow it to have its way with you, I guess. And I will say this too, the spiritual side of things, guys, I feel like the only way to get through it is just sit with it, especially with these emotions. I feel like all this stuff is really intertwined. The spiritual, the emotions, the mental, it all is all very much intertwined, but like you really just have to sit with it and let it do its magic and let it work. So very much closer with God. I'm curious, have you felt this? Have you felt this awakening to what is this? I thought somebody was out there in a raincoat. I think it was just a fire hydrant with a plastic bag over it. Yeah, let me know where you're at spiritually on this practice. It all just starts to become more obvious, and I don't know, it seems like I'm starting to become more okay with just this, like, dude, everybody, you go think what you want to think, go believe what you want to believe, like, just don't push it on me, don't push it on anybody else. You will have the encounter you need to have with God, with the universe, with creation, however it's designed to be. Oh, there's that girl that I met the other day. The really loud, whiny dog that would not shut up. So that was physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. The last thing is this. The last thing is like the people around me, miscellaneous events, circumstances, stuff like this. I will say this. This is probably my favorite part, is I swear to you guys, life is starting to shift to easy mode. It is just starting to get easier. I know that contradicts everything that I just said about how life is also getting harder, in that these emotions haven't been easy to work through. I've had to sit with a lot of, again, painful emotions, painful thoughts. This concept of the phoenix rising from the ashes after it's burned, after it first has to be burned to go through the ashes, like, it's not pleasant. But on the other side of it, I find that I'm starting to force things less. Boop. 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 Come on. Boop. There it is. That would look cool, maybe. That looked cooler in my head. I was gonna say some like Harry Potter spell, but I don't know any of those. I think I made out with my high school girlfriend throughout all of those. I think I only ever saw like the first 20 minutes of any movie. It's a great topic for a semen retention channel, huh? Blue balls at that time. Blue balls. I will say this, life is just, it does feel like it's getting on easy mode, and like I'm done forcing stuff, and it's easier to start being more detached from circumstances that I'm interested in, you know, desiring to manifest into my life, and they're coming into my life. Like, I went to sell my old car, and the first person that wanted to test drive it ended up buying it for a great price, and I got more than I thought I was going to get for it. I didn't even try to sell it. I literally pointed out all the issues with it, and he bought it from me, and like, wada bing, wada boom, easy peasy. I've never been a part of like selling something in the open market that was that easy like that before. Today, I went and locked in an apartment that is a step up from the apartments that I'm currently at. You know, and it's a little intimidating because I'm paying a good chunk more than I ever have to live somewhere for an apartment. And that's how I know that it's the right step, because it's calling me to a higher version of myself. And I feel a little bit of that tingle that I did when I moved into this one, when this one felt like a little more of a step up, and like when the Tesla felt a little more like a step up from my last, you know, like, oh my gosh, like, am I worthy of this? What if things go wrong? Whatever, you'll handle it, you'll fix it, it'll be great. So I'm just locking in that apartment, and it's, of the 3 that I went to look at today, I could just feel it in my gut. The first one, I went there, they didn't even have the ones that I was looking for. And the second one, like, it would have worked, but I just wasn't excited about it. It wasn't as luxury based focused as what I desired that it would feel like. You know, I'm starting to place much more significance on the way things make me feel, because if they make me feel a certain way, I will act a certain way, I will think a certain way, and thus I will manifest in a certain way. I would rather be driving a Tesla, even if it's costing me more money than driving my Toyota Camry 2010 that I didn't have a lease on or anything like that, because in my Tesla, I feel abundant. I feel like everything is working, like I'm going fast, and everything, you know, like I'm staying on the top of my game, and it's got fancy lights in here, and the sound system's great. Like, it makes me feel like a better version of myself. Now I get to say that about where I live. How exciting. And I'm really excited, guys, and I just placed the intention that, hey, God, work it out for me. Like, give me a great deal for a great place at a great price that makes me feel great, and it's like the exact next right step for me. And it would seem like it just landed on my lap, and it wasn't the first one I went to today, it wasn't the second one that I went to today, it was the third one that I went to today. And I ended up in the lounge area probably for an hour and a half doing like the paperwork and applications and everything, and I just wasn't stressed about it. I was actually in a great mood, very pleasant. There were 2 women there. One was older. One looked like she could have been the mother of the other one. One was probably like 20, 21, and I was kind of flirting and bantering with her and hitting it off. She had a great personality, like a really cool personality. Funny, a little dry humor, like that's the kind of banter I love, having back and forth with women, and a little bit of that, like hinting at attraction, like so much fun. And I literally just hit it off with those women for like an hour and a half, even though the computers and some of the stuff weren't working and whatever. It was fine. It was just like they're helping me through it, and we're having a great time. And lo and behold, I was presented with 2 options of apartments, and you might look at them and say some people say like they're really expensive, but it's like, and I was like, oh, I'm faced with 2 options here. I'm in a great mood. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna choose the most expensive one. Yeah, I'm gonna choose the nicest one because I deserve it. Like I'm worthy of that. And I know this is the year that by the end of this next year, this apartment, I'm even going to outgrow this. And it'll be like, wow, I remember when this was scary or intimidating, like this level of nice things, you know? So I locked it in, and I was planning to move the first week of February, and now it's gonna actually be a little bit sooner, towards the end of January. And I wasn't worried about anything, guys. I could have gone into worst case scenario. Oh, what if I don't get it? What if I don't get it? Or what if this doesn't work? Or what if I don't get the right price? Like, they're even throwing in 2 months free. Like, I love those promo deals. If you haven't heard of apartments doing that. And I just made up my mind that it was all going to work out. And I wasn't worried. It was the same feeling like I had selling my car. I'm like, it's going to work out. And if it's not this one, then another great one will pop up and surface. And I'll get that one. And it'll be perfect. And like, I'm not worried about it. And it all just kind of lines up and lands in your lap. And it's like, even if an issue were to come up, whatever, it doesn't matter. None of it actually matters anyways. And I'm holding my energy, and I've got this field around me, and I'm telling you, people can feel it. Those women could feel it. We were having a great time. They were so happy to help me. We were bantering, we were witty. There's this, underlying, male-female attraction. Like, you could just feel it. And that's, again, with this fifth category, this miscellaneous, it's just like this field is, guys, it just goes all around me and just makes life easier. It just attracts people and things and circumstances into my life to level up. And I'm really excited about it because, cool, like, if this is what can happen on 90 days, what else can happen, It was funny. Even looking at that girl, I was like, oh man, she's cute. Like, the mind starts turning, right? Like, I'm like talking to this girl and we're bantering, like, she might be my type. Younger, more like 20, 21. But just fun, right? Just in the present moment. Beautiful. And my mind gets turning and I'm like, good Christian girl. Got the Christian tattoos, Not that that means anything these days. You really gotta do your due diligence as a man. But I got the mind turning, and then I was like, bro, no, this year's for me, man. I was like, oh, maybe I could get to know her and talk to her. But I was like, my mind was even thinking of, like, it's like not even necessarily pushing it further to, like, objectify her, which is wild. Because it's like, oh, beautiful woman, banging her, in my head, It's like, maybe that isn't normal. Maybe it isn't normal to be just objectifying women like that. And yeah, I just really enjoyed talking and having a great day with them. And they helped me get everything lined up, and it worked better than I expected and smoother than I expected. And lo and behold, it would appear I have the nicest apartment I've ever had by myself. A really nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and just super high quality in a really nice neighborhood. And I'm really excited. Moving in the not so distant future. And it's like, yeah, cool. There might be a beautiful girl there for me to talk to and hang out with and get to know. And while I take the year for me and invest this energy into me. So I'm telling you guys, life there's an easier version of life, and it doesn't mean things don't go awry. It doesn't mean things don't go off course or whatever. Like, even tonight, still having conversations with my team about, employees not showing up how they need to show up, and, producers not showing up how they need to show up, and, like, some of the standards not being high enough, not meeting our standards on stuff. And it's like, stuff like that still can arise. But now I'm a version that just is getting better and better at handling that with less emotional reaction and with more grounding and more sturdiness and just expectation of, getting my way with it. It's like calling people out or calling them out you know? Match my frequency or you don't get another shot. And today I'm very in that no BS mentality, that no BS reality. It's like, hey, here's the line in the sand. If you cross it, you don't get to play in the sand with me anymore. You have to go to your sand pile over there. Mine is only for cool people over here, the people I want in my sand pile over here. And I'm like just willing to enforce it. And I'm expecting that it just leaves room for better, higher quality people in my life in the new year. Whatever that looks like, I don't know. But I'm expecting it to be great. It's going to be a great year, guys. There's so much energy going into this new year, so much momentum for me. And it's not just, oh, I got lucky. Guys, I've chosen to hold this energy and to transmute it and aim it at something. And God is gifting me. He's blessing my life with opportunities. I can feel it. And I'm just so grateful for it. And I want you to experience it too. If you can get through the hard early days of semen retention, there's so much to gain. And yes, it's a motherfucking roller coaster. Emphasis on the fucking, except not, because there is no fucking on this roller coaster. This is a no fap coaster. But if you can do it, guys, if you can love yourself to just hold this energy and just go all in on yourself, just watch what God can do through you for a year. Just watch. Can you love yourself enough to go 1 year? Come on. Out of all the shit people have convinced you to do your whole life, can you give yourself one year, 12 months? Who could you become? What could you do? What could you accomplish? What purpose could you uncover in your life? Just think about it. Dream about it. Let yourself actually dream. I'm like dreaming and getting excited again, being on semen retention. It's like this dreamer in me has reawoken. I'll speak some wild shit that overwhelms people, and I will manifest that shit into reality. Don't tell me I can't. I'm just getting started with it. So I'm grateful you're all here. If you resonate with this, like, subscribe, follow along, leave me a comment, let me know where you're at. Do you resonate with any of this? Have you made it to 90 days? Have you resonated with any of these categories? With the physical, with the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, or this miscellaneous things around you, the people around you, the experiences just being orchestrated for your highest good? What do you think? Let me know. Just like that, gents. 54 minutes in the books. Is anybody shocked? Nope. Nobody is shocked that Jason has once again delivered an epic novel of semen retention talk. Side note, I'm going to keep growing this thing out. We'll see what that turns into. I'm oiling it a little bit, giving it a little bit of love. See if we can thicken her up on the sides. Make it a great year, guys. See if you can get 90 days. Now on to 100. Peace, love, abundance. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.